And just to give a little bit of a format here for this evening, I'm just really honored to have Charles Moy on here with us tonight, doing this kind of fireside chat for our team, for the leadership here on this team, so we can really paint an extremely clear picture of the direction that this company is going, and why everybody who's here needs to take this as seriously as I'm taking this opportunity right now for the future, because the future is extremely bright. What Charles is working on, what he's putting together, some of it he's going to give you some real behind the scenes kind of looks at what's coming down the pike here for all of us with Save Club. But I think this is, and you hear this over and over again. There's these once in a lifetime opportunities. I truly believe this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I'm treating it every single day like it is that type of opportunity. I see the potential for what Charles has put together in this pay plan, at this price point, at this time in the market, where the world is at, where the economy is at, where what people are willing to spend, what they want to save. Everything that's going on in the world, just it makes this timing absolutely perfect for this product. So, Charles, I want to start by just saying this. I mean, we're going to be talking about the future here, and I know you're very big on you don't want to future too much, right? Because I feel right now with just what we have that's there, that's available now for $20 a month, it is an amazing opportunity exactly as it stands on its own 2 feet right now, here in the US, Canada, and even abroad with the savings that are possible on travel through the portal, etc. But I know it's going to get so much better, and I wanted everybody to be really clear and see the direction that the company's going, because without vision, of course, the people perish, right? So we want to make sure this vision is really clear of where the company's going, where it's moving to, and how much more valuable this product's going to get even from where we are right now, as you move forward and you're releasing these additional parts, components of the product, etc. I mean, the savings that people can do are going to get, I think, astronomical. I've gotten very excited to see in the future and where this company's going. So I wanted to open this up to really give everybody a clear vision of what's happening behind the scenes, what's moving forward, and what the next components of this opportunity are going to look like. So Charles, first off, I don't know if there's anything you want to say in particular to everybody. I mean, we've come out of the gates here. I mean, just exploding this company, sharing it. But again, we're at a little over 8,000 members. It's just a drop in the bucket. I see this going to millions of members. I see it
Really?
as it's out there as a fundraising opportunity for churches, for local nonprofits, for other organizations using this membership to raise money for their organizations. That's going to be an enormous part of our growth. But again, just that organic, like we have Jane and Augustine Ang who are on here, and they were out at IHOP the other day. They used a 10% off savings coupon through Save Club, got saved over $8 on their meal, almost $9.
Yep.
Uh, yep, and here you are. Yes, there's Jane. And tell us what happened after that happened.
Well, we just go to the back office. It's really simple. Put in your zip code, click on IHOP, when you show up, and we choose the one that we want to go to because there are different IHOPs, right? So we selected the one we want and click on show coupon. It showed up. It has my member ID on it. I took it to IHOP, show it to the waiter, and he just took off 10% like that right away. No argument, no questions, no nothing. It just took off 10%. So there was like $8.83 we saved, almost half the membership, just one meal. The waiter, we told him how we got this 10% coupon, and show him our website. He enrolled. He just put his name pre-enroll. Yeah, he's our pre-enrollee now. Just from that.
Amazing.
Yep.
Absolutely amazing. Charles, I wanted to just bring you on to talk a little bit about what you're working on, because you are working on so many things. And I've done development, I've developed systems, you've developed systems, I've developed trading systems. everything
Yep.
takes longer than we'd all like it to, but you're the progress and everything that you're making is incredible, and it's well worth waiting for because as each one of these components go into place, the value proposition of what we have here at Save Club exponentially grows from where we already are. So I was hoping you could maybe talk about a couple of things that are coming. One of them that gets me really excited is the shopping portal with the cash back that's
Yep.
coming. How that's going to actually work, I don't think people really understand yet the power of this portal that you've been putting together.
Yeah, and I could show a couple screenshots of where it's at. Well, Justin, coming into this, I just had one idea that was like, if we could make the product so valuable that it is an absolute no-brainer, that if you're spending 20 and you just use the membership, you'll easily save more than that, then we've got a winner. And then that's always been the focus, was just to create a membership that the value's there and that we appeal to the most amount of people. So we've gone after gas, we've gone after groceries, we've gone after dining, entertainment, travel, online shopping, and now we've got this robust package. Now we've spoken with companies to help people with their insurance. We've talked to different co-op groups. We've talked to telemedicine groups. We've talked to um, uh, savings for your pet. So you can track your pet. You can have veterinary services, dental, um, vision, and I've got this board of deals that we're able to bring over here. And also, uh, with our group purchasing power, we're able to focus on things that we get an amazing deal being a bulk buyer of like a service, and we're not marking it up. So a perfect example was the like the telemedicine package, where you can call in to a doctor, get prescriptions, and these packages sell for like $80 to $200. And I was able to negotiate through about a dozen different providers, saw all different versions of it, from the basic version to the Rolls Royce version, and get us the Rolls Royce version for about $50, which we just take all the margin out of it, and that's fun, because when you find when with products like that, they become really sticky, because a family's now supporting their family with essential services, either medications um, or a layer of primary care telemedicine. And now, yeah, that's an additional to our $20 a month, but it's such a good value. You're saving more than that. You're saving, $50 to $100 just on that, just because you're a Save Club member. So these are things that we've got lined up, coming to just add more value and make the membership more sticky. Uh, what we have on our immediate launch is something that will help all of you with the prospecting. So we put an extreme focus on pulling up an app that is a card-linked cashback app that has tremendous amount of deals built into it. And this app is something that you can use for your prospecting to get people interested in Save Club. So now you can actually give away savings, have people become a pre-enrollee, and they get to experience the savings. They get to experience cashback. They get to experience card linking, and it costs them nothing. This is a way for us to really complete the message of making money by helping people save money. Now, the cool part is, when you give away that app, the people that get it, they get cash back, and we're putting into place a cashback match. So now you're just sharing a free app, they're using it, they're saving money, and you're matching a portion of the money that they save. So all of this is getting programmed behind the scenes. We're talking about tens of thousands of restaurants and vendors all across the United States and Canada on this first piece. And then each market that we go into, we have to work with the technology partners to go there. But Australia, UK, Europe are the first ones right behind that. And Justin, you got to experience that app a little bit, and just how
Yep.
sleek it is, what it's able to do. And this is something that could really go very viral. That we have another component to that app. Even somebody that is a free completely free member of the app, they'll be able to share it. When they share it 20 times, they can earn $10 gift cards. So now you've got something where people don't have to spend anything and they're able to share, but it's really just an elaborate funnel system that gets people using the product, sharing the product, and then they're in there as a pre-enrollee. So we start dropping on them about the power line. We start dropping information on them about how they're missing money if they've shared it and other people are getting cash back, and it really pulls them in. The natural progression from savings to earning, so save more, earn more. It's such an easy conversation with people that they're already here for savings. You can only go so far with savings, but if you can create the earning and create an extra 100, 500,000, $2,000 a month in extra earnings, then it really can change somebody. So the most miraculous thing that I've seen with what we're doing is our conversion rate. We're at 24.7% of pre-enrollees that come into the system upgrade to member. And that's, after 8,000 enrollments, that's extremely high. Anyone who's an internet marketer knows to even convert someone to a lead, but to have that lead enroll and get onto an auto ship, it's incredibly valuable. So we're putting together a whole series of funnels. You might have seen a lot of the videos that we've been posting. They end with put your name, phone, or email address into the form. Yeah, those forms aren't there. We have 2 landing pages in the back office now. That's 2 of at least 12 that we have the funnels built. And I just got a training video today about how to use. That's about a 10-minute video that shows everybody explicitly how to use a reel, make a post, put your link, and get someone to become a pre-enrollee. And these are the types of trainings that I think we just haven't had yet. Many people know how to make a Facebook post, but there's just kind of subtleties to the way to do it to get it to convert, or how you download a video onto your computer before you upload it onto your social media, or how to download a video onto your phone before you go share it with a text message or a messaging app. So yeah, so the key thing, Justin, I'm just going to cover the 7 core initiatives just for June. Okay. The cashback app, which I just mentioned, that's the #1 priority. I'm really excited to get that out. I think it's a game changer for us. We've been testing our AI feverishly. Good news, Chris has the first piece of code to host on our system and to play with. So yeah,
you don't know, Chris is the lead programmer. He is the wizard behind the curtain that makes everything happen that you see so smoothly, so seamlessly with everything. He's an amazing guy.
Yeah. So he's got the first piece of code that will start initiating our AI. Our AI also has different marketing tools. One thing you'll be able to do from the back office is just plug in the name, phone number of a new prospect. So it'll act as a marketing tool as well. So you'll be able to send a text message or an email right from the system, reach out to somebody with the AI, get them to become a pre-enrollee. We'll probably have to limit that, just so I don't want people abusing, just putting in junk information into that. But it's one of those things where, if you've got a handful of warm market people, it'd be great to contact them that way. The shopping portal, which Justin mentioned, which I'll pull some screenshots for you guys. You can kind of conceptualize. I mean, I can only show so many brands on a screenshot, but if I could just scroll through all the different pieces. It's all in our development sandbox right now.
So can I really quickly talk about the shopping portal, just and give people kind of the bones of it, and correct me if I'm incorrect, Charles, for anything I'm sharing. But the cool thing about the cashback offers that are going to come through the shopping portal, we've got multiple things going on here. We have the app that's coming. We have the shopping portal. We have the AI coming. So these are different things. This shopping portal is where you will be able to shop, through major vendors. I mean, Lowe's is in there, Home Depot, Walmart, all these different things. Charles will probably show a couple screenshots of that, and get cash back. And the cash back actually comes into Save Club. We have our own cashback system and own cashback offers that are only for Save Club itself. Okay. And what's so cool about these is, say that you have a 4% cash back at Lowe's, correct, Charles? You have something like that. You go
Mhm.
and make your purchase there at Lowe's, save your 4%, but you also have at your bank 2% on your credit card, and then maybe they have their own cashback offer of 2% or 3% at Lowe's. You can then stack every single one of these savings together for an enormous savings as a Save Club member. Um, so any of the cashback offers that come in through Save Club, you're actually going to see a balance with your cash back, and then you'll be able to hit a button and actually send that, and it'll get paid out when the weekly commissions are done. You actually receive your cash back when you receive your commissions, which is just incredible what's being set up here.
Yeah, and that's what's really got us a unique advantage, and what's even got us in the door is that we have the payment systems to
Mhm.
come out to actually get the cash back. It's the advertising budgets of these brands to back to Save Club, and then all the technology and all the pieces for us to pay it globally, so that if we've got a cash back match, that not only the person who's earning the cash back earns, but the affiliate, and then we're able to take parts of that cash back and put it into the bonus pools, which, I mean, that's really exciting to have advertising dollars from these brands. Literally, it would normally be profit to these brands, now sharing it with Save Club, sharing it with the customers, but ultimately sharing it into our compensation plan. So you, in one regard, it's like we're kind of partnered with these big brands. I mean, they're taking real bottom line. This would normally be profit for their company, and they're paying it back to us as this ethical bribe. And this is something that's new. I mean, it ones it that and I'm pulling up some portal pieces. It ones it too many years ago, when doing these incentives was totally banned. The brands didn't want it. The brands were like, we do not want to have our marketing budgets paid back to people. They thought it would cheapen the brand. And then there's been this big shift in why it's okay. And then it required the networks to come in and set up all these agreements, set up all this contracting with the brands that allowed these advertising dollars to get paid back. And then we're even doing something that's even more innovative in this space, and we're totally clear to do it. So I'll share my screen. You can take a look at this cashback portal. Hold on.
One thing while Charles is setting that up too, we are going to have a Q&A at the end of this. So just if anybody does have any questions about anything, we're going to be hanging out, making sure they all get answered. So, okay, go ahead, Charles.
Okay, yeah. So here you can see this is the health and beauty side, and this has literally thousands of different stores. And you can see a lot of these are like have coupons and cash back. And so the way that this works is, when you're logged into your back office, you'd click over to the shopping portal. From the shopping portal, you just click on these brands and just do your regular internet shopping. And then we calculate the cash back that you get. A lot of these coupons are instant, and also a lot of the sites have additional sales. So you get to the store, they're running some sort of promotion, and then the coupon and the cash back is on top of that. So this is going to be very, very exciting during the fourth quarter. Christmas is a time where these brands go crazy, and I will tell you that here's another one: eBay, Lowe's, AliExpress, Chewy, Kohl's. You can just see these are top
Wow.
major companies, major brands. A lot of these you're able to shop online and pick up at the store as well. This stuff here is for online shopping that you go in the store, and then we'll be having many brands where you card link, where you upload your credit card information, and then you're able to just go into the store, into the physical store, shop, use your card, and get cash back. So you can shop online and pick up, and then through the app and some other means, you'll be able to have the offers card linked. The card linking requires a lot more technical setup, and it is a little bit faster on how you get your cash back. It kind of lessens one of the steps. It makes it automatic. It just puts it right back on your card versus going through our payment systems. And we'll have both. Both styles of cashback are available.
We got a couple things coming through here. Paul Gibbons. Hey, Paul. He says, so wait, I share an app and people who use the app get cash back on their deals and I get a kickback from what they save. Is that correct? Yes.
That's where we're headed. So, and I'll kind of give you our timeline for how that works. So we're going to release the app and people are just going to get their cash back. And then as we get through our first round of getting people their cash back, we're going to look at all the systems. We might have to do that for 2 months because the way that we get the cash back, we want to know how fast it is. Sometimes it's as little as a day, sometimes it's 7 days. So we've got to determine that if we're doing a cashback match calculation, and the match will be like 10%, just to let you know, that when we do that, we want to make sure that our systems show both the pending amount and the settled amount. And so we're creating a whole dashboard that brings in all this data and all these commissions into one dashboard. And then we have to actually see it working. Then we're saying, okay, but where I'm sure why I'm doing this on a private call is, and this is a leadership call, is we have a clear vision of where it's going. Our advertisers and our marketing partners and our technology teams are all in sync in developing this. But until we actually go through and see the settlement times, test the dashboard, and just know real time, there's an earned amount that you've earned your cash back, then there'll be a settled amount, and it's like a real-time feed of how all this stuff comes in. So we just want to make sure that the expectations of what people are earning for cashback and what people are earning for a cashback match, that all makes sense. So that's I think we've got a good framework for it, but until we run it for a month or maybe 2, then I'll be able to tell everybody what's going on. And really, we want everything to happen really fast. Nobody wants all these advancements to happen faster than myself. But as Justin was saying, the development, it takes time, and I don't want to future too much because we have such an amazing offering, right now. And the story that we really want to hone down is not all this advanced technology and all this companies doing their advertising budget. It's really the simple story of share savings and earn by helping people save. And if we can continue to just bring the story back down to that, where just like Jane, she's getting savings and then she's sharing the story, because we're not over here selling $1,000 machines, multiple $1,000 machines. We're selling a $20 membership, and soon it'll just be, we're selling a free app. And then the system will take on and sell the $20 membership and upgrade people to a once a year $60 affiliate piece. So the optimization of the program is based on the simplicity and based on our low price point. And if we can just keep it into that piece, and I wish the answers were just crystal clear and we had the message that was just so duplicatable, but every week we're getting much better, much cleaner about how to present this. And we just started this week pushing for testimonials. So I'm posting into the group chat here. Here's a Google form where you can watch Dubs' video. He's making a call out for testimonies, and we're going to make rapid fire testimonial clips where, they're like 30 seconds and it's maybe 3 different testimonies in 30 seconds saying, I went to IHOP. We took, we saved $8 on our check. I love it. Or, I brought my family of 6 to the movies and we saved over $100. We used our membership one time this month and saved over $100. The testimonies that are quick and easy and authentic like that, we start stacking those up and using them in combination with the other reels that we have. Then you start to tell a story. So many of you might see this in your Instagram reels or your Instagram story or your Facebook story. It's actually a story where it could be cool graphic about dining, short testimonial that's 30 seconds, another graphic about savings, call to action, go check out this product. And that's it. And that's the method that we're seeing to get somebody from seeing a message to engaged. Now, what happens is once somebody's engaged, the follow-up from soon to be the AI, soon to be the upgraded funnels, getting people onto the webinars, getting people back to the core informations. It takes a few hits. They see the story, they go to the landing page, they go to the tour, they go to the webinar. Maybe they see another story or another post on social media, then they get an email. Now you're stacking up these impressions on somebody. And that's how, as you fill your pipeline, they might not just see it and enroll. I'm really trying to get our numbers to where it's like, they see it, they're in the tour, they enroll. I'd love to get our conversions like that. We're working on getting better optics on how fast we can get people to upgrade, but doing the follow-up and automating the follow-up to getting people to upgrade, we'll start to see our numbers go from like 24.7% enrollment of a pre-enrollee to 30 to 40. I mean, that would just be insane. Imagine if like 1 out of 3 people, maybe even 1 out of 2 people that you got interested about saving, put their name, phone number, email into a system, and now they're upgrading. That's when you can really start earning these commissions weekly. You know that you can go out and invite 10 people and have 3 to 5 of them upgrade into the system. And if you just repeat that over a few months, now you've got something duplicating. You've got a nice solid check. A certain percent of those people are VIPs, and now you've secured yourself some residual income. This is where we're looking at 3 months, 6 months, 9 months down the road. Because remember, we're only 10 days into this launch. So we have to just keep at the top of our mind that the systems are going to get better, our conversion numbers are going up, but we're tracking that here on the corporate side, and we're just going to be sharpening the pencil consistently. So yeah, Justin, I'd like to open up the call. I love taking questions.
Yep.
Really...
And I think sometimes the best clarity comes from that too. We do have one question in here from Anne. She said, "Are you planning to have a browser extension like Rakuten?" And I almost
Absolutely.
feel like she was reading your mind, Charles.
Oh yeah. So the team so I've got 2 teams, and they're in a browser deathmatch bid for our business, and they're both amazing. I would love to work with both teams. One of the teams has developed probably the most advanced browser extension toolbar. They do it for the largest deals company out there, and that company is also a large savings community. And so they do some really trick things. The browser extension really helps people with the ease of the savings. But we're having them look at our other offers. We want to make sure that all the work that we've done, bringing in all the vendors, all the people that we have, that all of our deals get in there. So we're in conversations where they're taking a look at our API feed for all of our different offers. They're seeing how it'll work with the extension. It is definitely in our roadmap for this summer. The goal is by November 1st to have the extension. There's actually 2 apps, by the way, that don't need to get into that, but have the extension, the shopping portal, and the the cashback card linking apps totally in play. And the reason why is the fourth quarter is huge. Fourth quarter, the last few years have been really weird where you see this huge rise in sales in the fourth quarter. That's a holiday season. It's always like that. Commerce jumps dramatically during that time. And I feel that by November 1st, in our development roadmap, we'll have everything done. Like, we'll have everything done before then, but it was very clear with all the tech partners and everything that we want to be not only have everything live, but be optimized at that time. Because what are people looking for, and especially what are people going to be looking for during this holiday season? Deals.
Yep.
They're going to be doing shopping. Of course, they're going to want deals, and it'd be easy for them to share and talk about it. And I'd love to be the hottest app inside the app store, hottest app being downloaded during the shopping season this year. I don't see why we couldn't be.
Yeah, and he commented exactly that. It would be amazing to have that in place in time for the holidays. I mean,
Wow, she's a mind reader. That is what we're doing.
I know.
Yep.
She said that even as you were saying that. So, yeah, and that's why, again, I see such an enormous opportunity. I wanted to put this together to make sure everybody was on the same page here with what's coming and why I'm here doing this. I mean, 25 years I've been doing network marketing, affiliate marketing. And the instant that I watched that first video, Charles, I knew that this was going to be a winner because unlike other things, okay, if you get into nutrition, yes, there are tons of great products out there, okay, but it's a limited market. Not everybody wants nutrition. If you get into crypto, yes, crypto is amazing. It could be the future of money, but not everybody's into crypto, okay? If you get into other products, credit repair, not everybody needs their credit repaired, but everybody, literally everybody, can benefit from this membership. We are not pigeonholed at all. We have not one market that we don't have access to, okay? Because of what the nature of this product is. And the fact that there is extreme value right now, people are already showcasing that with the savings that they're posting, experiencing, even overseas with the travel and stuff like that. But the fact that this membership is not sitting still, it's only going to get more and more valuable, more ways that people can save money and open it up more and more overseas. And I think that's probably one thing. We've got another question in here, but I just want to say one more thing before we get into that.
I'm gonna answer that.
Everybody's thinking, a lot of people that are in network marketing, and if you're aware of this, drop a one in the chat box. They want to get into the overseas markets, right? Because network marketing is exploding over there. It's been a little slow in the United States. It hasn't been growing as much. I think, Charles, you are going to bring back network marketing in the United States with this product. I think this is going to catch fire here in the United States. I think that people who have been doing, around network marketing have not been doing much. And trust me, I'm talking to them because I know people who have built huge organizations and they aren't active. I know Jane and Augustine too. They're talking with people, and the receptiveness for this and the potential for this in any market, United States, Canada, etc., as the product continues to expand and expand and expand, gets better and better. Yes, we want to go into those foreign markets. Yes, we are going to go into those foreign markets, but this opportunity is ripe anywhere in the world, including the United States, including with your neighbor right now. So I just want people to understand that, and it's only going to get better as we keep growing and expanding the product.
So you could have the monthly fee come out of your commissions. We have a credit wallet, and you could have your commission settled to credit wallet, and then your monthly fee pull from the credit wallet. So if you just go, once you're logged into your system, your back office, you can click on the My Earnings tab, and you can see how the credit wallet works there, and you can have your commissions direct to your credit wallet. The app is already up and approved on the Apple and Google Play Store. We had to do that because before, let's see here. Let me see my.
Oh, here he is. He's coming in.
Yeah. So I know it's kind of glary right there, but you can see cash back at all these different restaurants. This is just in Las Vegas. It's cash back at all the stores, Outback Steakhouse and this and this and this. So all this is coming, and there's so many restaurants in all the cities across the country. And this is the app that will be for free. And when people go and do their dining at their local restaurants, and people are asking about local restaurants that had, organic food, not just fast food. These are like the majority of these restaurants are mom and pop restaurants. This is the way that they have to advertise. There's really not another way for these mom and pop restaurants to advertise. What are they supposed to do? Put their name on a billboard, put
They all
their
want your phone number right now to give you points. It's exploded here in my
yeah,
area. I don't know if anybody else is the same, but yeah, restaurants that I've eaten at and would happily eat at there's one in particular here, Taco Dive. We've eaten there. Honestly, I think we eat there at least once a week, and we would continue to eat there no matter what. Now I go in, they give me points every time, Charles, and I
yeah.
get cash
Yeah, about
back.
the
And I'm like,
loyalty.
you don't even need to give me cash back. I'd eat here anyway. But everybody's doing it because it works, and that's why the timing for this opportunity is
No,
is
no, 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 we can't get the app now because, I mean, here's the thing. Do you want to get tracked? Like we're putting all the tracking and stuff in place right now. So, uh, the the tracking and how you get the app, we're gonna pass it out through links. So it's what to give out the app, you want someone to register as with their name, phone number, and email address, and then they go on and enroll to get the app. And it's a link. It's not through the App Store. It's through a link with your Save Club affiliate ID, and then they download it right to their phone, direct, not through the App Store. But then they can go leave a review on the App Store and all of that later. But having that tracking mechanism is important because don't you
super.
don't you want to cashback match your people and have it tracked? And then when you give away the app for free, you because they because they put in their name, phone number, and email address and became a pre-enrollee before they got access to the app. Now our systems and the AI will do all the follow up. Not only will train them how to use their app, encourage them to use their app, we'll get them into the Powerline system and upgraded to a paid member and to an affiliate. So I desperately want to show everybody the app. We've been testing it. I got small groups of people all over the place, but there was a tremendous amount of work to get that up and get it all tested and going through the iOS store and the Google Play store. It's not easy because all the app has to be bug free. It has to meet all their standards. It has to be fast. It has to download efficiently. And so from a technology standpoint, it's solid. And right now, even on the App Store, it's got less than like 1,000 downloads. The moment we turn it on to Save Club, I think in the first month we'll probably pass 30 or 40,000 downloads. So tell me, the tech team, everybody that's been working on the app is just super excited to get us live, and it's imminent at this point. And by the way, we took our development timeline down a full like 2 months, maybe a month and a half from where we thought we were going to be. So it's yeah, it's coming together. We're pushing APIs. So when you're in the app, it has Save Club banners and links, and we're pushing people into the web tour. So if you're just in the app, just looking for places to dine, you're going to see ads and prompts that prompt you to click, and then that drops that person right into the web tour so that they can upgrade and learn and go from free savings to paid member to earning as an affiliate.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right. We do want to see if there are any other questions that are here for tonight, because it's great that we have Charles on here, willing to answer any of these. Anne has another question. So Anne, do you want to go ahead?
Yeah, sorry, I'm sick, so excuse the voice. You mentioned earlier fundraising. Is that a plan to release a fundraising program? Because I think that would be absolutely huge.
Yeah, and we're doing it to where it's very, very easy and very easy, and native to our whole system. So let's say that you've got a sports team, the kids soccer team wants to raise some extra funds. Okay, well, you just organize it and you create maybe a little business card or flyer or an email, and you have the organization just send out the free app. And guess what? Now people are using, they're downloading the app because of the organization, they're using it, and their upgrades, when they save money, the organization gets paid residually. Pretty simple. And then the upgrades and everything that's natural inside of that, those commissions flow right to the piece. And then you kind of just brand it separately. We might get really tricked with some co-branding if it's a big organization, because our content development wizards can make something, we can do it custom, where we would make a custom funnel. So we have a standard landing page that talks to people about the app and gets them into downloading. But then if let's say that it's a church, well, we could put, XYZ church into this, and then they would go from there. So is that Dubs? Hey,
Oh,
buddy.
hey.
Cool. Yeah. So we could very easily create a custom page there for a group if they were the right size group, and yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to come up with some application process, but I will tell you, Ann, there's been a big demand for wanting to release this to organizations. I had
Yeah.
a massive group that is their country music publishers. I don't know what you call them. They're like an agency that manages country music groups, and
Oh,
they
wow.
play mainly through like a church network. So, so they've got both this like nonprofit group of musicians who have massive followings, and then they've got the churches that they like to support because they go play shows. And if it wasn't for them playing shows at those churches, the churches wouldn't really bring in enough money to thrive. And so
Yeah.
they're like, we've got this network, we've got tour buses, we're constantly doing this. How can we roll this out? And I'm like, it's coming, and
Yeah.
that's why I know as we get all these systems into place, we really, hit this hyper growth. I'm gonna pull up a slide here.
Yeah, I think targeting churches for that kind of thing, because I know the church I used to go to had a program where you could purchase gift cards for, all different places through the church, and the church got a percentage. But you
Mhm.
needed people to coordinate all of that. You needed people to kind of man a table and sort everything out. I mean, I feel like this would be so much simpler for those types of organizations, and need far less volunteer coordination.
Yeah. Yeah, and this all falls in line of what we're doing here. So, this month we're looking at popping off our AI, getting this cashback app. David Dubbs is on the line here. He's been doing a tremendous job building the content for the
Yes,
different
you have,
funnels.
David.
He just finished a training video, David. I watched it. I love it. So simple. So, in June, these are like the primary things. We're going to complete all of these. July, we focus on our optimization, just really getting the training nailed down, getting people using the systems, getting people using the app, making sure everything is just singing. And in July, I think we'll be ready to start hitting major groups that we could get organizations that have large congregations or followings to do mass marketing of the app. Now, get this: when you bring on an organization like that, you're going to match them. You're going to match their matrix check. So the value to sponsoring an organization like that gives you all the incentive to help that organization do make money, because when they raise money, you're matching their matrix commissions and through 5 generations. So the compensation plan really leads toward this as well. In August is when we're going to flip on a secondary app with our global shopping portal. I also know we're going to get this global shopping portal live probably in at this point, let's see, about mid-July. But we'll really focus on this, getting all the brands, showing people, how to get the savings. This will have a whole nother round of training. And then the global aspect of it is super important because we could build this to $100 million company just in the United States, but we started globally. And ambitiously and boldly, we reached out to the global marketplace, and we're going to service them with great products. And so that's going to come. That's another major priority. As we get locked in, we've got 58,000 advertisers coming through the portal, and when we're going to increase that as we start reaching out globally, and as we get to be a really desired hub for the advertisers. So the event that I went to in Carlsbad, so many major advertisers were there, and they just love what we're doing. We're a totally unique outlet for advertising, and the advertising industry is just so massive. They need innovative ways to spend these advertising dollars, and we're like the novel idea that not only creates customers, we create fans, and even fanatical fans of the brands, because Lowe's and Sephora and these groups, they're giving us discounts. Yes, they're pushing their advertising dollars towards Save Club, but they're also enabling us with an opportunity. They're enabling these churches, these nonprofits, these organizations. They're enabling us with that earn more opportunity. And so we want to reciprocate that and let those brands know that when you choose to put your advertising dollars with Save Club and give us great deals, we're going to pay attention to your brand. And I've invited them. I said, I'd love for Sephora and these big groups to do something special for us, and I'll give them a platform. We'll put them on a webinar. We'll send out that recording and let them know that that the advertiser wants to give us the deals, and that we'll reciprocate by choosing them over other places. If Lowe's empowers us with their advertising dollars, I think I might be a little bit more of a loyal Lowe's customer than Home Depot, because Home Depot is not giving us the same type of love that gives us this opportunity to actually change our lives and make money. Now, here's a big one in October, and you guys can see my screen, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So in October, this is where we get real heavy with developing funnels and testimonies and income testimonies. And that is this key mark right here. Okay. So this like slow build as we've got our technology and we're developing things and we're just kind of growing along this path. We will reach this point of critical mass where we have enough people saving and using the product and getting extreme value from the free app and from our paid membership that it would be hard to turn that off, because the value is going to be there. Not only is it value for our members, it's value for the advertisers. So if we continue to just focus on making the $20 membership so darn valuable that it's undeniable, that's an important piece. The natural result of that is we have leaders like yourselves making part-time, full-time, and big-time income. And I know that we're going to reach this critical mass point targeting October, where those two things happen, where the product is undeniable and we've got so many people that are full-time making money, and it's undeniable that we've got a real opportunity to make life-changing income. That's where we're going to hit this critical mass point. And for the people that build to like a 4 or 5 star rank by October, you'll see in short order, maybe before 2026, your income 10x. And I'm not making that statement lightly. This is based off of what we've witnessed with Live Good. We know that we've got this model. I know the exact point of when that company hit this critical mass number, and they were growing by hundreds of thousands of members a month. And it was when it was self-evident that their product worked and that people were making income. And we're tracking these metrics. We know what we're going to do. We want to get people full time. We want to get people paid. We know that with the compensation plan and the bonus pools, what it's going to take to kind of reach that magical point of critical mass. And if we trend, and these are conservative, but I feel October is going to be our month where this thing just goes crazy.
Awesome. We do have one question in here from Sammy and Francis. Which countries will be represented in the global portal?
So initially we have, okay, so the way that this works is the card linking systems are brought through the credit card companies, and they've already had big pushes in countries within Europe. So we met with groups specifically out of the UK that basically run and manage the whole EU. So that'll be one of the first places the global portal launches. Simultaneously, that Australia is huge. Australia, like per capita of businesses, has got card linking dialed more than anything. They've got 3 very big companies down there that specialize in onboarding companies for card linking. Southeast Asia is another big spot. The difference is they run on a little bit of a different credit card system. So there's things that we can do there with travel and with online shopping that will open up. But as far as like the deep card linking for like restaurants and those places, that stuff's it's happening. It's just not as well developed inside Southeast Asia. We also have the problem with Latin America is the drop shipping is not as fluid, and there's just not a lot of money down there. So the advertisers and the brands they're not focused. Like I had a group from Colombia, and just the per capita, like the general income of people in Colombia is too low. So these brands just haven't been focused on putting their infrastructure there because the money's not there for the products. So so we'll have to find different workarounds to bring deals to those areas.
Great. There's another question. It's a matrix question, and is everyone in one matrix, or how does it work? And that's a good question.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, there's just one matrix. So at the very top of this matrix is a spot that we're not really doing anything with. I chose not to build a position and not to compete with the field. So, I mean, it could have been something where I went and sponsored 100 people and just took all this potential out of the matching bonuses in the field. That didn't happen. Justin was one of them, and Pete was the other. And they've been helping behind the scenes since before the company was launched, and we kicked it off like that. And then the matrix has just grown and filled from there. So as new people enter, they're just falling into this tree.
Awesome. Did David want to say something? David, I saw you get on here, so I don't know if you want to add anything in, because you are producing absolutely amazing video content. I mean, just simply the best, David. Absolutely incredible. I mean, every single one I see, I love everything about it. So.
Well, that's what I love to do. But yeah, we got some crazy stuff coming. Actually, today I was working on training. Can I tell them the training I'm working on, Charles, or is that a secret?
Yeah. I mean, I watched it right before this call, and yeah, I'll probably post it to the YouTube channel tonight.
Well, you just saw one. I've already done a generic. So what I'm doing is I did a generic video on marketing material, how it works. I did one on how to take the marketing material and how to post it on Facebook. I've done another one on how to take the marketing material and upload it to YouTube Shorts. And then before the night's over, I'm going to be doing Twitter or X, Instagram, and TikTok. So I'm doing separate videos on each one. So it doesn't get, the training doesn't get too overwhelming. Somebody says, oh, I want to know how to post on my Instagram. Okay, watch this video. Boom. It's going to show them how to take the marketing materials and upload it to Instagram, some tricks. I got a couple cool tricks in each one. So I'm going to try to knock out all those tonight. So we have some really good trainings back in the training section.
Yeah. And then, yeah, and so what I'm doing simultaneously to that, Dave, is I've got a document that's our training section for the back office where we've already posted up a few videos and some links to the compensation plan training video, but we're really breaking it down into 10 steps so that once somebody gets started, they just follow these 10 steps, and we break it down. You can watch the video, it's only a couple minutes, and it's like, okay, here's the 10 steps. But then it's like, well, what do I do for step 1? And you open it, it's a PDF document with all the links to the other videos and the training, and you just go through that checklist, so that you follow the steps to get yourself to 1 star, and you follow the steps to get yourself to 2 star. And that's really where you can stop. I mean, this not stop like building, obviously, but mastering going to 1 star and going to 2 star personally will put you in a position to show other people how to do that. And that's when creating the compensation plan and making the requirements to get to 1 star and 2 star, we're thinking, how do we balance this out? How do we show people to go from enrolling 2 people and then building a team of 20 people? And if someone can do that, some people could do it in a week, some people could do it a month, some people might take them 3 months. But that's the path. And then as you start building a team, even if you just get a small percentage of your people following that methodology, as you go down through the different levels and you build this methodically over 6 months or over a year, then you'll start to see that exponential growth, and it's reflected right there inside of the matrix matching bonuses. Because really, guys, that's where the compensation really pays out, is if you're enrolling people and then you're getting that matrix match. That adds up really quickly. I know it from our last pay period where we only had 2 weeks of matrix match go, because it was the people in April, and then their second billing is when the matrix match comes on. So it was only the people that joined in April that got rebilled in May, and then we paid that out June, last Friday, whatever the 6th or whatever day that was. And that payday was over 6 figures in matrix and matrix match pay. So that it's clear that for just that little bit of time inside April, 2 weeks, that's where the money is. So we're gonna really drive that training and help people get from 1 star to 2 star. As they help their team do the same, they'll naturally rank up and they'll get into those bigger bonus pools. And I think we've taken this compensation plan that has so much depth, like unlimited amounts of depth and so much potential for earnings, and made it simple. So you don't have to be a compensation plan genius. You just follow 1 star, 2 star.
Honestly,
You might want to show the day in the life vid, Charles, if they haven't seen it yet. I don't think anybody's seen it yet other than you and Pete.
I'm going to tell you one thing on this, because I think the amazing thing about this opportunity is its simplicity, which is the fact that, look, learn how to use the membership, save money, tell people about it. It's going to happen organically. You're going to be out at a restaurant with friends. You're going to save something. Dave's done that tons of times. That's going to be just a natural thing. Post it to your story. Using the membership and learning how to use the membership is extremely important. Changing your thinking, anything you do, like we had to have our garage door replaced here because of the tornado that came through here last October. And my wife said, "Hey, have you looked in your Save Club membership yet?" And of course I hadn't. And when I went and looked in there was a $25 off coupon for the company we've used for like a decade. Okay. So it's always changing your habit, using the membership, saving the money, telling people about it. And then as far as the compensation plan, get 2 people signed up and then teach everybody else to get 2. I know that's so cliche. That's the typical network marketer. You get 2 who get 2. But honestly, it's going to work like a charm here. Network marketing is coming back to life in the US and everywhere with this. So
and with tools like this, Dub's made this incredible video. It's a minute 50. I'm just going to play it.
Let's look at a day of savings from Save Club. I woke up early needing to get back in shape, so I found a deal to get 99% off gym enrollment and 25% off my membership fee a month. This gave me a reason to get back in shape. After killing chest day, it was time for some protein and carbs, so I went to Denny's for a huge breakfast. I got 20% off the bill thanks to Save Club. While I was at breakfast, a friend called and said, "Let's play a round of golf." So I recommended the course where I got 25% off thanks to Save Club. Since I'm trying to get back to peak shape, I stopped by GNC and got a few jugs of protein, and Save Club got me 20 bucks off. I was starving, and since I burned a ton of calories golfing, I felt I deserved a cheeseburger. So I went to Smash Burger and got 15% off. After lunch, I went to Men's Warehouse. My brother is getting married this weekend, and I needed a tux. I'm so glad Save Club saved me 10% off. I am big on car maintenance, and I needed to get an oil change, so I drove through Take 5 and saved another 20 bucks today. After those guys touched my car with their nasty hands, it was time for a car wash. I pulled up Save Club and saved a quick 5 bucks. My wife called me when I was out and told me to meet her at our spot, California Pizza Kitchen. We had a great meal, and I saved $10 off the bill with Save Club. While we were at dinner, we booked our Vegas trip and saved over $400 to stay at the Venetian. Then my wife convinced me I can do more cardio tomorrow. So we went for dessert at Cold Stone Creamery and got a buy one, get one free thanks to Save Club. This was just an example of a single day. It is impossible not to save more than your membership. Join Save Club today and put a lot of money you're already spending back in your pocket.
Awesome. Amazing. We have a couple of questions in here. One of them kind of pertains to that video that was just shown. Julie asked about, do we have a video that talks about the savings and the $20 for those we want to bring in as customers and then later try to bring them in as affiliates?
Yes. So yeah, we do. We got 2 videos. Actually keep talking and I'll pull it up.
Okay. So the answer is yes. So that's coming up.
We're also doing a female version of that too. After I get done doing all these training videos, I'm going to do a female version of that as well. So we got the male day in the life type of thing. Then we'll do a female day in the life type of thing.
Paul commented, everything in the UK is expensive, so there will be a great cash back. Please get it launched ASAP. For sure.
Totally.
Jay Harper asked, will you do a LinkedIn training also?
I could. I don't use LinkedIn that much, but I'm sure I can do a training and just to show you how to post on LinkedIn. That's not going to be a big deal. Yeah, I could do that.
All right. Jay Pepitone says, thanks, guys. This is awesome. Jay Harper had a question about how many people it takes to get to 2-star, and the answer is 20. Ivory was correct, and that's the amount of people in your personal enroller tree. So if you enroll 20 people personally, you're there. If you enroll 5 people and it grows to 20 people, they each get, people themselves, then you are also qualified.
And that's why the key thing there is 2-star.
Yes, 2-star is the key. Just get your 2 people and more. I mean, you're just going to keep using the membership, saving money, and you're going to just find ways you can introduce this to people all the time.
Yeah. So the way that works is when you enroll. So let's say you're at the $80 program. You didn't go VIP. You've enrolled for $80. When you enroll 4 people at the same level that you did, you get $20 per person fast start. Boom, you're break even. You help those people, do the same. You're now a 2-star, and now your monthlies are covered. So that's the trick, is if we can get people started and first they enroll 2, they go 1-star, then they enroll 4, they go 2-star. Now, not only are they getting they're breaking even with their 20 members as a 2-star, they're also in the first bonus pool, which, is an additional money. So you're probably now positive, whatever that pool amount is.
Yep.
And
Awesome.
yeah. So again, and that's something, Dave, maybe what I'll do is I'll kind of break that down so that as somebody's watching the presentation, they can go, oh, if I get started, if I just know 4 other people, I'm breaking even. And then we duplicate that and we're at 20, and now it's to show that progression. I think it gives people clear goals on what to do. But let's put it this way: 1 out of 4 people is upgrading. So you got to think, if you're going to enroll 4, you got to get between 16 and 20 pre-enrollees, and that's a reasonable thing for somebody to do, is to get 16 to 20 people to look at their business and commit nothing, just put their name, phone number, and email address to look at the deal. And typically we, in the network marketing, we like to show people to put a list of 30 together. Maybe you put a list of 30 together and you get 16 to 20 to enroll. And just with our current numbers, you'll probably go 4-star by that activity. And we're breaking these trainings down and getting really dialed in. As far as training that exists here, I posted in the chat this Save Club Global. This is the official YouTube channel. And if you haven't been back here to look at all the beautiful work Dave's done in a lot of our recorded webinars, we've got stuff on the compensation plan. We've got this breakdown here on my deals. I think this is like an 18-minute video on how to find deals, use deals. And then here's one that's made for prospecting, where it's got a nice intro that's about 90 seconds long, hyping up what the membership can do. And then it goes into about 12, 13 minutes of showing people the deals. And Dave picked out some real juicy ones there, so people can get excited about how valuable the membership is. And by the way, I showed somebody this YouTube back office that is coming from another company, and they're like, "Wait a second, you guys put up like what? How many? 30 videos? I don't know how many videos we're gonna. What's he? 4, 16, 20, 24, 20. Yeah, we put up 29 videos in a few weeks. In what, less than 2 months, and that's not even the content. That's all the reels and all the other stuff that's inside our marketing suite. If that doesn't show you the trajectory that we're on with Save Club, as far as what a juggernaut of materials and opportunity that we're going to be, especially as we start going after all these niches, there's just a lot of opportunity here for someone to just plug in, find a niche that they like. It could be food, it could be travel, it could be nonprofits, could be musical groups, could be school fundraiser, whatever, and just kind of find your lane and just push it until you reach your financial goals.
Yeah, I think it's funny, that conversation we had, Charles. They had been beating their company up for months and months and months to make one video. And here you are putting out a video, almost every other day, that has not only just any type of video, but high value videos that make things even better for everybody, from training through to marketing. Amazing.
Right. Well, and part of it's just Dave Dubs is just such a genius when it comes to scripting, and he's got the technical skills, and he's got the network marketing skills, he's got the funnel creation skills, he's got the right use of both the how to present, but how to present in a way that motivates people to take the next step. So there's levels of NLP and other things that are just native to what he's doing, because he's been doing it for so long. Because writing content, but writing marketing content that pushes people into action, it's a special skill. It's hard to find someone that's trained on that, but to find somebody, to work with somebody that has the whole package of stuff, and so as a creative director, we're very blessed.
Yeah. Thank you, David. Go
Charles,
ahead.
can I ask a question, Charles?
Go ahead.
You hear me? Okay, all right. So I know you talk about the organic food and all that. Another category, we're having a Chinese group growing, and so we don't have like Chinese restaurants and so on. You were talking about allowing us to recommend vendors, especially I think Chinese restaurants would be a great addition. When do you think, I know it's not now, but when do you think we would
Okay, so our partner in the cashback app with the piece, they're extremely good at the training and the growth of bringing on new vendors, bringing on new restaurants, new entertainment, new shopping experiences. They're very good at it. And they've got a whole compensation model for independent reps to come on and sell businesses. So it's actually a profit center for the right people. My concern is I don't want to derail the focus of our field just quite yet.
Okay.
To say, because to have it's a whole nother level of training and competency to promote, to go to stores, have the stores. It's a whole new training on the conversation, on the onboarding, on the legal documentation, on the contracting for the cashback card linking. You're working with their merchant accounts. There's a lot. There's just a lot to it. So we now have opened that conversation, and that group has incredible trainers. Well, let me stop this ringing. And that group has incredible trainers that can work with us. And when I said, well, we've got about 8,000 people, I bet 1,000 of them would take this up and actually start talking to their local restaurants and places. And they were excited to know that we wanted to help in that regard. It's just a matter of the timing.
Okay. So what's a good guess in terms of timing? I know it's a guess, but
I would say probably like September.
okay.
Because I want to get the app up and running, get people comfortable with it.
Okay.
And then we'll bring on their whole, training and onboarding team. But I really want to march to, building that critical mass before we divert. But I'll tell you, it is a really good and easy income center for you guys to go onboard businesses. You make a little, it's a couple $100 enrollment for a restaurant to take part in it. 50% of that is paid to the person that brings them on. So you could go out and talk to, a couple, 2-3 restaurants a day and earn a couple $100. They've been working on their restaurant onboarding conversation piece since they wanted me to put that together with them in November. So when I first met with this group, it was in November, and that's when they wanted me to come be their marketing director and roll out this and I don't necessarily like I don't want to do that, but I think there's a place for this as a network marketing company, and that's how it actually started. But yeah, they're incredible friends of mine. I've known the one of the owners for 12 years, the other owner for 15 years, and so. Then they're coming here. They're coming to visit me this week. So
very good. So, but it's not limited to restaurants, right? It can be other vendors as well.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, correct. And it can be other big vendors. I mean, they just got Circle K, the largest gas station chain in the country. They got Shell, so 2.5% cash back on gas cards. I mean that's huge.
Okay.
If you're driving a lot, 2.5% back on gas cards at the major stations. That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, grocery stores too. We got some local grocery stores.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. The grocery stores. We're working on it. We're working on it. There is some grocery options. We're working on it.
Okay. Justin doesn't have to spend almost
Jeez,
on groceries. Yeah. So talking about international, how about Asia? Because we got like people from Japan on the leaderboard, right? And we got other countries in Asia coming on board, Hong Kong and
I've been we've actually had a group it's growing very fast. They're wiring in money like every day, every other day, and we're loading up their credit wallet, and they're building an organization in China. And so the first offerings we're going to have in China are actually our travel. The problem is the Chinese government blocks a lot of the websites. So we're having to partner with the largest groups and then offer the linking in there. It's a little bit heavier lifting in that space. However, we're working on the international products. and different ways to provide value so that groups in other countries can participate and actually have a product to work with. But I tell you, a lot of these groups that are growing globally, they're enrolling. I had a guy coming in from Eastern Europe where he knows he lives like in a little village. He knows there's not going to be any deals over there, but the money that he makes with promoting Save Club in the United States and other places, he's making great income because where he's comes from, there's no opportunity, and he loves it. We can pay him in crypto. So, oh, that's the other big thing. So we've got a whole nother group. We got a whole nother system coming on. We're teamed up with a group that's a tier 1 banking outfit where we're gonna be able to put on virtual bank accounts that have peer-to-peer transfers, full crypto exchange, global ACH in 195 countries, virtual debit card, physical debit card, like the top tier when it comes to having global banking. So this is going to help us, pay commissions easier. It's going to give people a lot of flexibility with how they can send money to the company, how they can pay in. That company is also doing our integrations with WeChat Pay and RuPay. So now people in Asia, mainly in China and India, are going to be able to use their app. So that's how they do it over there. You'll see that happen. We just added Union Pay to our checkout. So that's really big in China. But soon there'll be a drop down for RuPay and for WeChat Pay. So they select that option. It pops up a QR code. They scan the QR code. It confirms. It sends us the notification. It turns on their site. Again, more technical back office stuff that we've worked through. It took 5-6 weeks to get the approval for WeChat Pay and RuPay because they don't like network marketing. So we found some workarounds, and we're gonna be operating there. So, so far so good. But that's going to be rare. Hey, what other global opportunities is going to have these type of payment systems? I mean, this is what really makes us a Wave 6 network marketing company.
Right. Fantastic.
Awesome.
I can also do videos in Chinese and Japanese, I believe, Charles. If we need some, we could do them.
Yeah, that's a beautiful part. The AI does such amazing things. So Justin, what else? Anything else you want us to cover? We've been on for
one other question in here. I don't know the answer to this. It says Doreen asked. She said she's curious about the summer travel giveaway. I don't know if that's in the My Deals section that she's seeing that. I'm not sure what that is.
Okay, let's take a look.
So talking about travel, as far as events, are you planning any events, Charles?
Yeah, I'd love to do an event in the fall in Las Vegas. Probably, mid October or early November. And I'd love to do an event here. I just want to make sure that all of our fundamental things are really locked in before we, focus our corporate resources and time on doing an event. Let's make the main things and make sure that our product's the best and has the coverage.
Okay. Yeah.
To answer that question, yes, it's on the My Deals page. The more times you visit the My Deals page, the more entries you get into that drawing, and it goes through July 27th. So, yep, you want to make sure you're checking your deals and using your product, using the My Deals product, the membership.
As much as I'm in there, I'll probably win that.
Awesome. Well, great. It looks like we've completed all the questions. We're coming up on almost an hour and a half here. Charles, thank you so much for doing this and being available. Any last questions here before we go ahead and conclude this? Because I think everybody's got the picture. I mean, this is such an amazing opportunity. What we've got in front of us, really, nobody should take this for granted at all. And everybody should be working every single day to do everything that they can to continue to lay the groundwork, introduce people, use the savings, promote it, etc. Because what's coming, once this is all put together and everything is, perfect, this company is going to absolutely explode. So we have a unique position to be here right now at a time in a company where everything's not totally perfect, although it's pretty darn good. But know what the future holds here and what's coming for us. And there's very few times, especially in network marketing, where you can be early on something and have it almost like insider trading. You really know what's coming, what's going to happen, and you're in the right place at the right time so early with an opportunity. I don't know that I've ever experienced something like this in my 25 years. So I just really want to encourage everybody to go all out with this, because
Yeah,
there's gonna be a huge
I mean,
difference.
to go from where we're at today to have a real shot, a real chance to put on 1 million affiliates in 12 months, and to just know where we're at today and know that we're going to have months of rapid hyper growth, that to be able to get your teams in front of that wave, and as this starts going and the app is just being shared like virally, and I want you guys to go look at other cashback and savings apps on the Google store, on the iOS store, and you'll see that those apps have 10 million plus downloads. It's like, this is what people want. These are big clues of what people naturally are attracted to. But guess what? Those apps are savings apps. There's no earning involved. So when we put the magic power of network marketing into this, and all the advertisers and the unique stuff that we've lined up over here, I clearly see us passing 10 million app downloads, especially when you're able to give away the app for free, and even the free members can give away 20 apps and they earn a $10 gift card. That's like 50 cents per app. I mean, there's going to be all these side hustle people that just want to earn a $10 gift card just sharing the app. And then if we just stick to our 1 out of 4 pre-enrollees upgrading, I mean, we could have a couple million people in this deal just in America. So, it's all chalking out. Yeah, we have been going here for like an hour and a half, but having these conversations and seeing everybody stay on for 90 minutes and get the excitement level up, this really is motivating for me and the corporate team. And Dubs is over here working crazy hours making all these videos, and we're just glad everybody's using them and catching the vision.
Charles and Justin, can we stay on just a couple more minutes? I want to talk about Sean, after everything finished, just a couple minutes.
Yep, I think we can end the recording, or Jane, if we need to, we can jump on a separate.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
I think that'll be better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, everybody. Well, good. Thank you so much for being here. Charles, David, thank you for being here too and jumping on and sharing some of the awesomeness that you're producing. And thank you to everybody who's hearing this. And now it's time to just go out and get the word out, and share about what's happening with this company. Everybody's doing a fantastic job so far. So hats off to everybody who's here. But we've just got such a bright future. So I wanted to make sure everybody really understood that and saw what's happening, behind the scenes here, to make this just the best opportunity I think that we've seen in network marketing in a long, long, long time. All right, take care, everybody. Have a great night. Charles, I'm going to let you end the recording here. And again, we've got our group chat in here. I'm going to post this recording so you can get it out to everybody on your team. All right.
All right.